What is far deadlier than most people realize? Serious? The shit Botox is made out of, greater than botulinum. Depending on the type, it's some of the most poisonous shit in existence. Ever stop at a red light and look at the tires on the semi-trailers and see how worn out they are? Those suckers are at 110 psi and basically a bomb if they zipper. Greek life in US colleges. Brain-eating amoeba in lakes. I don't know if this has been mentioned, but not wearing a seatbelt. I was lucky. Sinus infections can be remarkably dangerous if you ignore them long enough. My brother ignored a sinus infection for weeks by taking over-the-counter meds and not really wanting to go to the doctor. Yay, US healthcare. Later coughed and heard a pop inside his head and a ton of drainage, so he went to urgent care. His sinuses had become so infected and filled with mucus and pus had he left it any longer would have caused sepsis and sent him to the ER. Guitar tube amps. They have plenty of big capacitors in them that store high voltage that will kill you. Don't mess around with them if you're unfamiliar with high voltage circuits. If your amp stops working, best to take it to a reputable guitar amp repair shop or a music store that can recommend a repair shop. Some old amps still have what is called death capacitor in them because they have earned that name. It's directly connected to the 120 volt mains and touchscreen consoles in cars. Mazda now disables touch functionality in their vehicles because they found that when drivers interact with the touch screen they drift the vehicle to the right. Taking your eyes off the road to press 3 buttons in 3 different positions on the touch screen, with a latency each time you press a button, because your seat heaters are literally burning your ass, while trying to maintain control of the vehicle during freeway traffic is goddamned dangerous. Vending machines, they kill people 4x more than sharks do. Water from cacti. Unless it is a very specific type of cactus, the water contains many chemicals that dehydrate you faster. Communism. Going hiking/hunting/really anything out in the remote countryside without informing anyone where you are going first. Mosquitoes. They kill more people worldwide than any other animal, from the diseases they can carry. Garage door springs. Humanity. Alcohol. Driving. Everyone whips around like they are invincible. I was taught young to never climb into a silo. It may look cool, till the corn shifts and sucks you down. Ketchup, it's full of sugar, diabetes is scary. Software. It's in everything now. Air traffic control. Automobiles. All it takes is one error in the code in the wrong place and someone could die. Or a lot of someones. Currents. Living near the Great Lakes, they claim lives every year. It's a pretty gut-wrenching feeling watching a search and rescue helicopter continuously circle, looking for someone who got swept out. About oneself. Denial, avoidance, ignorance and negligence. Sugar, meth or fentanyl will kill you, it's just a matter of time. Know so many people that died and did opiates for years previously. Car crashes kill more people than like 5 other things: heart attacks, cancer, a few other things combined. Stress and anxiety. It will literally kill. Chill out. Drink, smoke, work out. Whatever you need to do to chill TF out. Driving, I guess. When you put all your strength into lifting an object, from the feeling you get, you might think this is how heavy things get, but there is no limit to mechanical forces, or any physical forces really. There are machines that will crush a human's body parts without any effort at all, if they get in the way. This goes not just for machines, but for things falling down. You may be getting an arm stuck somewhere and then fall down. All kinds of stupid things can seriously injure you, especially unfortunate leverages. And stay away from heavy machinery. Or at least be extremely careful whenever you are near them. You would not believe how easy it is to die due to stupid mistakes. Machines and physics don't give a fuck. Things just happen. You get a shock and the next thing you know, if you're lucky enough to wake up, is that you're in hospital with fewer limbs than you had before. Visine. Lethal if consumed. Driving, it's the most dangerous thing you do every day. Appendicitis. Moose. Poverty/being broke. You can't meet your basic needs, have a home, provide for your family, can't afford healthcare, the stress, thoughts of suicide, etc. etc. Communism. Silent farts. Thinking COVID isn't real. Head trauma. People in the movies get knocked out by the butt of a gun, then just wake up fine in a little. In reality, concussion mess up people. Headaches for months. Personality changes. People get divorced due to concussions since they change so much. Panic. Panic can take you in what would normally be a manageable situation and turn you into your own worst enemy. You will act irrationally and your little mistakes get magnified till you get yourself or someone you love hurt. This is how people drown in 18 inches of water, or a grease fire in your kitchen burns down your house, or you interpret something innocent as something malicious and respond with violence. Panic kills, y'all. The responses here are turning me into Aunt Josephine from a series of unfortunate events. Depression. I've seen amputated legs and arms or whatever part of someone's body and you may find a replacement, but there's no such thing for an amputated soul. You may live your life but feel death always. I've had a friend that committed suicide way back, when I was in high school. Couldn't do shit. I mean, if you have it or know someone, please for the love of God seek help. Thank you to all of you who are reading this. Poor diet. The average American diet and an office job will have you in the ground by 50. Half of these read like irrational fears. Eating disorders. Tylenol. Bunk beds. Turtles. Kratom. Killed my bill. Taking Tylenol while drunk to prevent hangover. It's not kidding around with the warning to not mix. You can and will fuck up your liver, and fast. Pugs. Hippos. Playgrounds. When I was around 10, my best friend fell off the highest point of one of our neighborhood playgrounds and fell directly onto his head/neck. By the grace of God he wasn't paralyzed. I don't remember all the details, but I remember going to the hospital to see him and hearing his mother tell my mother that the doctors said there was a large chance that he could have been paralyzed. Or worse. They was whispering, but I'm nosy, skull. 10 years later and he is still not fond of playgrounds in a sense that they're dangerous. He just had a son and jokingly says he'll never let him play on one, crying face. Corn. You can literally drown in corn. No joke. It's called grain entrapment or grain engulfment. People will try to play in silos filled with corn and they will get sucked down and die from a lack of air. It's freaking terrifying to think about going that way. I forget how the story goes exactly, but my mom told me about her friend that died in their car when eating peanuts. I guess he was like pouring them in his mouth from the bottle and choked and passed out. Anyways, he was missing for about a week before they found his car wrecked somewhere with him dead. So don't pour peanuts in your throat from the bottle. Moose in the rut. Loneliness. Brazilian butt lifts. The coke and ketamine combo. Scorpions. I got stung by one in bed while I was asleep. Developed a huge burl around the sting, didn't know what it was till days later when I just felt sick and dead AF. They gave me antibiotics and said it was prob some scorp I don't remember name of, and dude. For about week I thought I was gonna die. Worst sickness I've ever had. Edit, I now have one of those UV flashlights and check my bedroom in as every night. That lil stinger fucker is legit. He will mess you up. Botox, most dangerous poison on earth and it can spread. It's on the FDA warning label. It happened to me. Eye drops. Almonds. That shizzle has cyanide in it. Inhaling fresh water. Doing so spasms the windpipe and fills bronchioles with water, which blocks gas exchanging alveoli from providing oxygen. If you nearly drown or inhale water and soon after become dizzy, fall short of breath, experience chest pain, cough uncontrollably, and foam at the mouth, you are dying. Windstorms. Fucker almost took me out the other week, was walking to work and it was so strong I almost got flung into traffic. Unrelated, this thread has been one of the best threads I've ever read. As someone suffering with mental health issues, and eating disorders and OCD which causes me to use bleach on the daily, I realized I have a lot of changes to make. I'm reading the comments, now I'm just scared to breath.